Hello and welcome to, would you believe it, episode 25 of Life in the Flat Lane. Number 25. Never, and I started this a couple of months after I've been off as well, and I'm still in the same situation I was when I first started this. That's all good, isn't it? The only thing difference is I've got a little bit more medication. Um, and finally, I've had my MRI. Finally, got that out of the way. Though that was a bit that was a fun one because it was a red hot day Friday. Thankfully, we were in early, so the machines hadn't overheated by the time we got there because they stopped doing it at that point over the weekend, MRI and CT scans. So it would have been just my luck to have got cancelled after all that time, but thankfully that's done. So now just they said to wait a week for the results to get sent back to Cora, and then it's a case of waiting for Cora to get in touch with me to arrange the review of that lot. After my meeting with work last week, we've got a postponement on that. So D-Day for work is now the 16th of July. And that is D-Day on that one. So a decision will be made one way or another. But we've got options, which is good. So yeah, I may not be being paid, but at least I won't lose my job. so there's potential there, which is a massive bonus and a bit of a relief. But to be perfectly honest, I shouldn't actually be in this position in the first place. This position, yes. That position, no. So at the moment, we're on a pain scale of about 8, and that's mainly because I had to take the car out this afternoon, take the car to get serviced. And I had to sit there wait there for 3.5 hours while they did that. Next time, I think I'll do the collection service. As it took quite a while for things to get sorted out with that. But to be fair, the reception team were brilliant, and I got looked after, and I got my flat white coffees. So, and I read quite a bit in my book, but you can't sort of lay down on their sofas when you're in a public showroom. So the thought crossed my mind, honestly did, but I did not really want to go down that pathway and get woke up. The receptionist is, yeah, I didn't want to get woken up and see that. So yeah, so that's where at the moment. So yeah, at least the MRI is now done. I've also dug up some medical records as well, because when I've been to see Cora the 2 times I've been to see them, according to them on System 1, they have not been able to find my MRIs. And I've dug up my medical records, and I have notes going back quite a long way. And I've got records of both of them. Or the results of both of them anyway. So not the scans themselves, but I've actually got the results, the documentation for it as well. So I know what it was previously. So we shall see what they come back to me with, because they don't know what it was previously because they haven't got access to those, whereas I have. So I shall see what she says, and then see what that compares to what my notes tell me from a lot of years of seeing lots of different medical professionals. So this should be an interesting time when I go back to see what a way forward is. That's the wife. Yeah, she's not doing anything weird. She's just sat there making weird noises. I'm used to it by now. 12 years, dear. So I'm getting used to it. This week we've had the drama. I ordered myself a nice new phone because it needed upgraded anyway. So I ordered myself a new phone on Saturday, and I got notifications it was going to be delivered on Monday. Now, we're a little bit difficult to find because you have to come through a gate to get to our front door. Yeah, we're on the ground floor in an apartment complex. There's 14 apartments here. It's numbered weirdly, but you have to physically come through the gate.
Very difficult to find if you bother to try and find
true. Yeah. Use the postcode and you get to us directly. It brings you straight here. So yeah, you have to come through a gate to get to the door. We don't have a back door because it's a ground floor apartment, so we just have the front door, and we're south facing. That's why it gets ridiculously hot when the weather kicks in. So yeah, now DPD phone delivery ones, brilliant. Normally, always until Monday. I've never had an issue with them. And then Monday, I get the usual notification that they're turning up between, it was at 10 and or 5 to 10 and 5 to 11. They can never do o'clocks. It has to be 5 to the hour. And now the wife works in the back office, so the spare room, that's the back office, and that looks directly out onto the main road. And she's like, "Oh, they're here." and quickly pull up my app. Yeah, there they are. So I make my way to the front door because I have to give them a PIN code. And then I'm stood there and I'm thinking, something's not quite right. So I start working my way to the man towards the gate, get out the front, and the guy's gone. I come back in, and the wife's like, he got out the driver's side, he went in the back, rummaged around, got back in, and drove off. My wife went out the front and picked up a sorry missed you card. And I thought, okay, is that mine? Let's have a check. So I scanned the QR code and it was mine. He dropped basically what he'd done. And then I got a message saying, sorry, we missed you. And I'm like, absolute bullshit. Total raging. Looked at it and he'd taken a picture. What he'd done, he got in the back of the van, taken a picture, got in the front and driven off. No reason why. It's a 30-meter walk from where he was parked to get to our front door. He didn't come through the gate because I would have heard him. So, and then he just threw the card on the floor, on the road, on the path, or the road, whichever one you picked it up from. Was it the path or the road?
It was the pavement, but I only saw it because out the window I just saw something
floating in the breeze. So yeah, so he took that down. Now with DPD, there is virtually no way of contacting those people by phone. Virtually no way whatsoever. But I found a way. Eventually. It took me nearly 30 minutes overall by the time I finished the call. To speak to somebody, and they turned around and said, "Oh, hang on, right." They kept me waiting a while they then phoned the depot, and it come back to me and said, "Right, we're sending a message to the driver to redo delivery, but I can't give you time." Instantly in my head, I went bullshit, but there's nothing else I could say, and said, "Thanks very much," and off it went. Needless to say, he didn't come back. So my bullshit meter was swinging all the way up high on that. So anyway, that got delivered the next day, and this guy turned up and he came through. He came through the gate, so and delivered it the next day. What on earth the guy was doing the first day, I don't know. But there's also no way of making an official complaint via DPD as well, which is awesomely brilliant. So yeah, so that's delivery driver number 1 this week. And then yesterday, I thought, okay, Monday, sorry, decided to, it's a new phone. I need a new cover for it. So
you ordered yourself a new cover.
I ordered myself, and then I wanted a different one because
Yesterday we looked
for new phone cover, and because now I've got the same phone as my wife, she wanted to change hers because I wanted one that stood up with a specific thing on it, and it took a while for her to find it, but she found 2 in the colours that we wanted. So she ordered both of them from
exactly the same
product in different colours. Now hers was slightly more expensive than mine because she had a purple and I had blue. £3 more for the purple. Don't know why, but hey ho, for exactly the same people. Yeah, so place that order through we have a joint account. Through our joint, place that, boom. We get the delivery notification, or the order notification. It was showing on there that mine would be delivered between 7 a.m. and 1 p.m. and hers just said it'll be delivered tomorrow.
At that point, you think, surely they'll come.
You are thinking, they're coming from the same place, they're ordered from the same organisation, and surely they'll deliver them both at the same time. Common sense, yeah. So this morning comes round, and I gets out the shower, and the wife said, "Oh, Amazon's been." I'm like, "Yay!" And they brought mine. She was scowling. And she was very upset because hers was more expensive than mine as well. So yeah, she was not impressed. She sulked all day. Eventually, we get a delivery notification for her. So they did do 2 deliveries. Yeah,
and 10 hours apart on the same day.
10 hours apart on the same day, and they weren't using electric vehicles, I might add. So don't give me that nonsense about we've got no CO2 emissions, blah blah blah. Yeah. So delivery drivers this week, cracking. Amazon, amazing. 2 basically phone covers, 2 tiny little things, and you delivered them to the same address 2 hours apart for no reason. Made no sense whatsoever. Organised at the same time from the same company. So yeah, so delivery organisations are our bugbear this week, aren't they? Fantastic.
Amazon packaging, it's still 10 times bigger.
Oh, it's still, yeah.
So you could have got both phone cases
in one of those packages. Absolutely, yeah. And that's not changing. I like it when they deliver a great big box and you take out a load of squishy paper that they put in there as well, and to find because I ordered a light the other day as well, didn't I? A black light for some photography I want to do, and that came in a massive box. Although there was another small item with it as well, it still came in a really big box for a pencil, but basically a torch that's about 6 inches.
Not even that.
Yeah. So yeah, Amazon, you still have not sorted out your packaging whatsoever. I don't care what anybody says. So amazing, Amazon, absolutely brilliant. DPD, normally fantastic, but to try and contact you, absolute nightmare. And the fact that you don't have a complaints thing, because if you hit the complaints thing, it just guides you through. Oh, click on the thing about you, or a problem with the delivery, and it just says you didn't get it today, you'll get it tomorrow. Bye. There's not even a way of emailing him or anything. It's absolutely nuts. But I did find a way to actually speak to somebody, and I'm sure they were quite surprised at that as well. So, yeah. So that's the kind of week that I've been having. On top of everything else, that when I seem to do something, it goes wrong. It was nice to actually order the phone and that to be delivered. I was thinking on Monday, I thought finally something's going right. No, just dropped that one on me as well. So yeah. And so tomorrow, the reason I'm doing this slightly a day early is because tomorrow I'm going to go and watch the Minions 5. We're taking Bob.
Bob!
Say hello. So we're taking Bob to the cinema tomorrow so he can see his grandkids. Because it's a new set of Minions, so we're quite looking forward to that one tomorrow. I'm taking a mother-in-law as well. She's like a Minion herself, bless her. So we say hello. So Bob can say hello to the grandkids, and I can take the Mickey out, mother-in-law. Oh, so there we go. So yeah, it's cooled off this week, thankfully. So we've managed to sort of been all right this week. We're going to pick up again at the weekend. So make sure everybody look after yourself, keep hydrated. The barbecue we had last week was amazing. It was good to catch up with everybody. And finally see Teddy looking really well at long last. The little Teddy, bless him, he's been struggling since he's been born, but he was looking so much better at the weekend. So hopefully now he's making good progress. But he looks so much better, bless him. So yeah, fingers crossed. And on that note, I think we'll see everybody soon. Take care. Bye now.